right, so now we want to see if we can build a query that adds up the number of road frame products, the category name, that were purchased and associated with addresses in California. Okay. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's flip over to Azure Data Studio, and I'm going to give us a little bit more room to work with here. All right, so we want our product category name, state, province. We want to sum up the order quantity. So we're going to use that sum function. And we want order quantity. And then by default, it's just going to give us that as our column header. So instead, we'll give this an alias. And this is giving you a little bit of a sneak preview into some of the functions we'll be getting into in an upcoming video. So we'll call this total road frames in California. All right. So from sales LT address, that's where I keep my addresses. Left join and let's do sales LT customer address on. So I'll just do it the one line ons joins here to save a little bit of vertical space. Address ID equals sales LT customer address, address ID. And then our next join is going to be to sales order customer on customer ID. Equal to the customer address customer ID. All right, now we've got another left join to sales order header. On, and you can tell probably what's coming next. You're starting to get a feel for how these joins work. We're daisy chaining the tables together to get the information we need by finding those common associations and the relationship columns between tables. So sales order header relates to customer by customer ID. And equal sales order customer, sales LT customer, customer ID. Okay. All right, now we need to get to the sales order detail. On, and here we'll do it by sales order ID. So let's do the detail. Equals header sales order ID. All right. Now we need to get to the product from that sales order detail line. On, And in this case, we want the product ID from the product table to match the sales order detail. Whoops. All right, finally we can get to the product category. On, and in this case, it'll be the product category ID. Equals product category ID. All right. And now we want where the state province equals California. And the product category name equals road frames. Okay, so road frames is one of our product category names. Now, because we're using that sum of order quantity, we have to use what's called a group by. And we'll get into that when we get more into the aggregation functions. But basically, we have to group by everything that we are not adding up. So in this case, it would be the product category name and state province. Okay. All right, so we've got all this in here now. And we run it, and we can see I've got 34. And what if I change this to Washington? And we can run it, and I see, oh, I don't have anything in Washington. What about Oregon? All right. Now, if I wanted to just see all of them, I could say, well, let's forget about the state of California, and let's just see all of them where we have road frames. And here you can see we've got the road frames in California. We also have them in England. All right. Okay, interesting. All right, well, let's get back to our module and see what we want to do next.